Today's topic is scalar or dot product of two vectors. Okay. So first, what is the definition of scalar product or dot product? Take, suppose we have two vectors A and B. Take, suppose this is A and this is B. This is the vector A and this is B. And let theta be the angle between A and B. Then the dot product is denoted by A dot B, and it is defined by modulus A modulus B cos theta. Okay, where 0 less than equal to theta less than equal to pi. So this is the definition of dot product or scalar product. So if A and B are two non-zero vectors and theta be the angle between A and B, then dot product or scalar product is denoted by A dot B and is defined by modulus A modulus B cos theta. Okay, where 0 less than equal to theta less than equal to pi. It is very important. No, it should be note that if we see A dot B is greater than 0, if we see A dot B is greater than 0, then we conclude that, if theta is the acute angle, যদি theta acute angle হয় তাহলে অবশ্যই দেখবে A dot B কি হবে, greater than 0 হবে, ঠিক? So it is very important, theta is acute angle, then A dot B is greater than 0 for acute angle. Okay. Okay, and if we see A dot B is less than 0, that means theta is obtuse angle. So if theta is obtuse, then we conclude then A dot B, this must be less than 0. So this is obtuse. Okay, now we see some basic properties of scalar product or dot product. What are the properties? A property to base করে আমরা প্রবলেম গুলো সলভ করব। That is, scalar product is commutative. Commutative means A dot B is equal to B dot A. Take. So first property is that suppose A and B are two vectors, then A dot B, so this can be written as B dot A. Okay, A dot A dot A, so this is modulus A square, or this can be written in the form A square this. Okay, this is the property 1. Suppose this is property 2. Third property is associative, that is A dot, so this property is known as distributive. A dot B plus C is equal to A dot B plus A dot C. Okay, number 4 is very, very important. That is, if we see A dot B is equal to 0, then we conclude that A and B are perpendicular. Okay, so A is perpendicular to B. A is perpendicular to B. Then we conclude that A dot B is equal to 0. Conversely, if A dot B is equal to 0, then A is perpendicular to B. So it is a very, very important note. এটা খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট, যে পয়েন্টগুলো ইম্পর্টেন্ট সেগুলো নোট করে রাখবে সঙ্গে সঙ্গে। তাহলে A is perpendicular to B, that means A dot B is equal to 0. Conversely, A dot B is equal to 0, that means we conclude that A is perpendicular to B. Number 5 is that I dot I is 1. I is the unit vector. J dot J, that is 1. Take K dot K is 1. Okay, I dot I is 1, J dot J is 1, K dot K is 1, but I dot J, that is 0. Okay, J dot K, that is 0. K dot I, that is 0. What is the reason? IJK গুলো কি? IJK হচ্ছে unit vectors along x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. তাহলে x-axis and y-axis, this is perpendicular to each other. So perpendicular to each other, that means A dot B is equal to 0 হবে. Getting my point? What is the reason behind this? This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. Okay. So x, what is I? I is the unit vector along x-axis. Okay. I is the unit vector along x-axis. Take j is the unit vector along y-axis. Suppose this is y, and z is the and k is the unit vector along z-axis. So I dot j is equal to 0. What is the reason? Because x-axis and y-axis are perpendicular to each other. Similarly, y-axis and z-axis is perpendicular to each other. Z-axis and x-axis are perpendicular to each other. This is a three-dimensional picture. So that's why I dot j is equal to 0, j dot k is equal to 0, and k dot I is 0. Okay. So next, what is the angle? It is very important. Exam PSC te problem gulo deয় je angle ber kora problem gulo. So number 6 property, it is very important. Suppose theta is the angle between two vectors. Just apply this result. What is the definition? A dot b is equal to modulus a modulus b cos theta. So what is theta? Theta is the angle between a and b. Okay. So cos, we know that. So that means cos theta will be a dot b divided by modulus a modulus b. Okay. Take, suppose theta is the angle between a and b, then cos theta is equal to a dot b divided by modulus of a into modulus of b. So it is a very, very important formula. Okay, just this come from this, the definition of dot product or scalar product. Okay, so point should be noted. This do as star mark. Okay, so now suppose we have two vectors. Next point, suppose this is 7. This property is 7. Suppose we have two vectors, a is equal to a1i plus a2j plus a3k. What is ijk? Ijk are unit vectors along x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. And b is equal to b1i plus b2j plus b3k. Then a dot b. So what is a? A is a1i plus a2j plus a3k. Okay. Dot, what is b? B is b1i plus b2j plus b3k. Now we know that I dot I is 1, right? So I dot I is 1. Okay. So a1 b1 হয়ে যাবে, I dot j কি 0, I dot k কি 0, দেখো a1 b1, কারণ a1 I dot b1 I dot I is 1, so that equal to a1 b1. ঠিক, a1 b2 is 0, কেন? I dot j কি 0, ঠিক, that means I এর সঙ্গে I dot product হবে, similarly j এর সঙ্গে j হবে, k এর সঙ্গে k. Okay, কারণ all other terms are 0, I dot j 0, I dot k 0, k dot I is 0, j dot I is 0. Clear? So that means a2 সঙ্গে কি a2 dot j plus b2 dot j, that means you get a2 b2, কারণ কি I dot j dot I কি 0, j dot কি হবে 0 হয়ে যাবে। ঠিক, নেক্সট a3 এর সঙ্গে কি, a3 এর সঙ্গে b3 হবে, কারণ k dot k হচ্ছে 1। ঠিক, so plus a3 b3. So this is the dot product, that is a dot b is defined as a1 b1, তাহলে কি পাচ্ছি a1 b1 plus a2 b2 plus a3 b3. Okay, so next, it is a very, very important, number 8. It is a very, very important, এর উপর বেস করে লাস্ট SLST 2016 এ এই প্রপার্টির উপর বেস করে প্রবলেম দিয়েছিল। ওকে, জাস্ট এই property 8, it is a very, very important property. Projection of a, do is star mark. Projection of a on the vector b, this is a dot b divided by a dot b divided by modulus b. Projection of a on b, so this is a dot b divided by modulus b. Do this star mark. It is a very important property. এর উপর বেস করে লাস্ট ইয়ারে এসএলএস WB SLST তে এক্সামে এই কোশ্চেন দিয়েছিলাম, ডিসকাস করব প্রবলেম গুলো, ঠিক আছে? সো ডু দিস স্টার মার্ক। Similarly projection of, similarly we conclude that similarly projection of b on a, so that is a dot b, দেখো a dot b b dot a ব্যাপারটা সেম, ঠিক? কারণ ডট প্রোডাক্ট ইজ কমিউটেটিভ, ঠিক? ডিভাইডেড বাই position of b on a, that is a dot b divided by modulus a, ঠিক? দেখো এখানে আমরা মডুলাস টেক দেখিয়ে দিচ্ছি, what is how take modulus. So modulus of a, so that equal to root over of a1 square plus a2 square plus a3 square, right? a1 square plus a2 square plus a3 square. Getting my point? ঠিক? So it is a very important projection of a on b, that is a dot b divided by modulus b. Similarly projection of b on a, that is a dot b divided by modulus a, ঠিক? Next, components of vector along and perpendicular to another vector. It is a very important. PSC তে এই এর উপর বেস করে 2015 এ প্রবলেম দিয়েছিল। So do this star mark, number 8, number 9. So this is very important. Note the vector component, that is component of a along b, the components of a along b, so that equal to a dot b divided by modulus b square, take components of a along b, outer b. So a dot b divided by modulus b square b, and perpendicular, the vector components of a perpendicular to b, perpendicular and perpendicular to b, so that is a dot b, sorry, a minus a dot b divided by modulus b square b. So these 2 points are very important. Do this star mark. Point number 8 and point number 9, that is very important. বেস করে PSC এবং WB SLST তে প্রিভিয়াস এর প্রবলেম গুলো যখন সলভ করব দেখি এর উপর বেস করে প্রবলেম গুলো দিয়েছিল। Projection of a on b, that is a dot b divided by modulus b, the components of a along b divided, that equal to a dot b divided by modulus b square b, and the components of a perpendicular to b, that is a minus a dot b divided by modulus b square b. তাহলে perpendicular to b করার জন্য ফার্স্টে components of a along b বের করে নিতে হবে, ঠিক আছে? Then just subtract from a. So these are the very important points, that are the very important properties of scalar product. Okay, so now we discuss problems on scalar product or dot product. Take, what is first problem? First problem is given that here alpha plus beta, that is perpendicular to beta. What is given here? It is given that alpha plus beta, this is perpendicular to beta, okay? And what is, and it is given that alpha plus 3 beta, that is perpendicular to alpha. These two are given. Then which one of the following is true? Just apply this property. A is perpendicular to b, that means a dot b is equal to 0. Okay. So here it is given that alpha plus beta is perpendicular to beta. That means we conclude that alpha plus beta dot beta that equal to 0. Okay, and from this alpha is perpendicular to beta, that is alpha dot beta is equal to 0. That means alpha plus 3 beta, alpha plus 3 beta dot alpha, that equal to 0. Suppose this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Suppose this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So from 1, what we can write? Just alpha dot beta, ठीक, plus beta dot beta is equal to 0. Getting my point? So that means alpha dot beta, so that equal to minus beta dot beta. Now from 2 we get, so it is given that alpha plus 3 beta dot alpha is 0. That means alpha dot alpha, ठीक, plus 3 beta dot alpha, that equal to 0. ठीक. So this implies alpha dot alpha, the alpha dot beta dot product is commutative. Alpha dot beta and beta dot alpha, that are same. So alpha dot beta, so this can be written as minus alpha dot beta, so that equal to minus beta dot beta. So we can write minus beta dot beta, so that equal to 0. Alpha dot alpha, that means modulus alpha square, minus beta dot beta, that is modulus beta square. So what we get? So that is modulus alpha square is equal to 3 modulus beta square. So that means modulus alpha, so that equal to √3 modulus beta. So which option is correct? So option B is the correct answer. So which option is correct? Therefore option B is the correct answer. Getting my point? Okay, clear? So next example, number 2. So here it is given that A and B are two non-zero vectors, and modulus of A plus B, so that equal to modulus A minus B. So we have, which of the following is true? Which one of the following is true? So just squaring both sides. Okay, just squaring both sides. Okay, just apply the property. What is the property? That is A dot A. Getting my point? So A dot A. So that means A plus B, just you consider this alpha, just modulus alpha square, that is alpha dot alpha. So this dot this, okay, so that equal to, this can be written as A minus B dot A minus B. So that means A dot A plus A dot B plus B dot A plus B dot B. So that equal to A dot A dot A, minus A dot B minus B dot A minus B dot B. So A dot A, that is this square, plus A dot B and B dot A is equivalent. So that means 2A dot B. B dot B, that means this can be written as modulus B square. So therefore ultimately modulus A plus B square, so that is A square plus 2AB plus B square. So directly to লিখতে পারো, কি করে আসলো সেটা আমি এখন explain করে দিলাম, ঠিক আছে? So A dot A, that is A square, minus A dot B and B dot A is same, so minus 2A dot B minus, sorry, that will be plus B dot B, that is modulus B square. So we see that, देखो, modulus A minus B square, so A square minus 2B plus B square. Take modulus A square minus 2A dot B plus modulus B square. So this term vanish, this term and this term vanish. So ultimately what we get? You get 2 4 a dot b is equal to 0. So that means a dot b is equal to 0. So that is a is perpendicular to b. Okay. So I think clear. So which option is correct? So option A is the correct answer. So therefore, option A is correct. So next example. This question asks in PSC exam 2015. What is the given? Here it is given that A, what is A? A is equal to I minus 2j. Okay? And B is equal to J plus 2K. If A is equal to this and B is equal, then the components of A along B, just point should be, আমরা যে points-টা বলেছিলাম, the components of A along B. What is the formula? The components of A along B is A dot B divided by modulus B square B, right? Just apply this property. So the components of the components of A along B, so that equal to A dot B divided by modulus B square B. Okay. So A dot B, just a dot product karo. So A dot B, দেখো এখানে I নেই, that means what we get? A dot B. So the I dot, দেখো এটা just এখানে দেখো 0, এখানে k নেই, that means just you imagine 0 dot k. এখানে I নেই, just imagine 0 dot I. Okay, so 1 into 0, that means 0, plus minus 2 1, that is minus 2. Okay, plus just apply this concept. What is the concept? Just this property. A is equal to, suppose A1i A2j plus A3k, B is equal to B1i B2z plus B3k. So A dot B, that is A1 B1 plus A2 B2 plus A3 B3. Okay, just apply this rule. So A1 B1 plus A2 B2. So minus 2 into 1, that is minus 2, plus A3 B3, that is 0 into 2, that is 0. So A dot B, so ultimately A dot B is equal to, you get minus 2 divided by modulus B square. Okay. So what is modulus B? Modulus B, that is a root over of 0 square plus 1 square plus 2 square, right? 0 square plus 1 square plus 2 square. Wait, sorry, ভুল লিখেছি, k আছে simple. Please correction it. J plus k আছে, ঠিক আছে? J plus k আছে, so that is the simply 1 square হবে, 1 square. দেখো কি দেওয়া আছে? J is equal to B, B is equal to J plus k, J plus k, ঠিক? So A dot B is minus 2, ঠিক? A dot B is minus 2 divided by modulus B square. So modulus B is root 2, ठीक? Modulus B is root 2, so root 2 square, that means simply 2. Okay, what is B? B is given J plus K, so that means minus J plus K. Okay, so therefore option C is correct. Therefore option C is correct. Okay, so next example. This question asks in WB SLST 2016. Okay, So here the projection of the vector A on B, sorry, this is not and on, the position of the vector A on B. Okay, so just apply these properties. Projection of A on B, that is A dot B divided by modulus B. Okay, so the projection of A on B, that equal to A dot B divided by modulus B. So A dot B, so what is A? A is given I minus 2j plus k dot B is 4I minus 4j plus 7k. Take divided by modulus B. What is modulus B? So that is root over of 4 square, take minus 4 square, that is 4 square plus 7 square. So that equal to, take, so 4 minus 2 minus 4, that is plus 8 plus 7 divided by root over 81. So that means 19 by 9. So therefore option B is correct. So this question asks in WB SLST exam 2016. So it is a very, very important. The projection of A on B, that is A dot B divided by modulus B. Note down this. It is a very, very important property. Okay. Take, so next example. Next. Here we have to calculate the angle. Okay. So if theta is the angle between the vectors, what is the vectors? Here A is given 2I plus 2j minus k. Okay. And B is given 6I minus 3j plus 2k. So what is the formula? Formula is cos theta is equal to A dot B divided by modulus A divided by modulus A modulus B. Okay. So now A dot B. Now A dot B. So what do we get? That is 12. Take plus minus 6 minus 2. Okay, that is 4 divided by modulus A. What is modulus A? That is root over of 2 square plus 2 square plus minus 1 square. Okay, that means root over 9. That means 3. Okay, so next modulus B. Modulus B, so that equal to root over of, what are the components of B? That is 6 minus 3 and 2. That is 6 square. 6 square plus minus 3 square plus 2 square. So that equal to root over of 36 plus 9 plus 4. Okay, so root over 49, that means simply 7. So therefore, cos theta is equal to A dot B divided by modulus A modulus B. So A dot B is 4, modulus A is 3, and modulus B is 7. That means 4 by 21. So this is the answer. So which option is correct? So therefore option A is correct. Option A is the correct answer. Okay, so next example. So here what is given? A dot I, that we have to calculate A dot I, I plus A dot J, A dot J plus A dot K. Suppose we consider, let A is equal to A1I, let the vector A is equal to A1I plus A2J plus A3K. So what is A dot I? Therefore A dot I, that means simply A1 হয়ে যাবে, তাই কি না? দেখো what is A? A is A1I plus A2J plus A3K dot I dot I is 1, J dot I is 0, K dot I is 0, so that means you get simply A1. Okay, then similarly A dot J, similarly A dot J, so A dot J, what do you get? You get A2. And A dot K, that is A dot K, you get simply A3. Okay, so therefore A dot I plus A dot J plus A dot K, so that equal to A dot I, that is A1, so A1I, A dot J, that is A2, so A2J, A dot K, that is A3, so A1I plus A2J plus A3K, that is simply the vector A. So which option is correct? Therefore option A is the correct answer. This is the correct answer. Okay, so next example. Next, what is given? Here it is given that modulus A, what is given? Given modulus A, that is 3, modulus B, that is 4. Then we have to find the value of lambda, for which A plus lambda B, A plus lambda B, this is perpendicular to, this is perpendicular to A minus lambda B. So two vectors A and B are perpendicular if A dot B is equal to 0. So here it is given that A plus lambda B is perpendicular to A minus lambda B. So what we can write? So therefore A dot B is equal to 0, that is A plus lambda B dot A minus lambda B, so that equal to 0. Getting my point? So now just dot product karo. So A dot A, A dot A minus lambda A dot B plus lambda B dot A plus lambda square B dot B, so that equal to 0. So A dot A, that is modulus A square. A dot B and B dot A are same. Dot product is commutative. Okay, so this is cancelled out. Okay, so plus them are the minus of it. So this is minus. So minus lambda square B dot B, that is modulus B square. Is equal to 0. So this implies we have to find the value of lambda. So lambda square, so lambda square is modulus A square divided by modulus B square, right? So lambda square is equal to this. So this implies lambda square. So what is given? Modulus is 3. So 3 square divided by modulus b, that is 4. So 4 square, that is 9 by 16. So this implies lambda is equal to plus minus 3 by 4. So if the value of lambda is either plus 3 by 4 or minus 3 by 4, then a plus lambda b is perpendicular to a minus lambda b. Okay, so I think clear. So next example. So which option is correct here? Plus minus 3 by 4. So option B is correct. So option B is the correct answer. Okay, so next example. এই যে প্রবলেমটা আছে, এই প্রবলেমের সিমিলার প্রবলেম পিএসসি তে দিয়েছে, একদম সেম প্রবলেম। ঠিক, এই যে প্রবলেমটা ডিসকাস করব এখন, এই প্রবলেমের সিমিলার প্রবলেম পিএসসি দিয়েছে, এটা ডিসকাস করব। দ্যাট ইজ দিস প্রবলেম আস্কড ইন পিএসসি অ্যাসিস্ট্যান্ট মাস্টার এক্সাম 2015। সো এই প্রবলেমটা খুব ভালো করে সলভ করো, নেক্সট এই প্রবলেম ইজিলি সলভ করতে পারবে। ওকে, সো সলভ দিস প্রবলেম। হোয়াট ইজ গিভেন here? It is given that ABC are unit vectors. ABC are unit vectors. That is, A is equal to 1 vector, B is equal to 1, C is equal to 1. And it is given that A plus B plus C is equal to 0. A plus B plus C is equal to 0. Okay. Then the value of A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. Now squaring both sides. So A plus B plus C square is equal to 0. So just simply A plus B plus C square. দেখো আমরা যখন প্রিভিয়াস যে প্রবলেমগুলো ডিসকাস করলাম, so A plus B square তুমি কি পাচ্ছ? মডুলাস A square plus মডুলাস B square plus 2AB. Just same concept আমরা এখানে অ্যাপ্লাই করব। A plus B plus C square, that is A square, ঠিক, A square plus B square plus C square, ঠিক, plus 2AB plus 2 into AB plus BC plus CA. Okay, so that equal to 0. So A square plus B square plus C square plus 2 into AB plus BC plus CA. So it is given that A, B, C are unit vectors. So this is 1, A is 1, B is 1, this is 1. Okay. So plus 2 into A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A is equal to 0. Okay. So that means, so this implies A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. So 1 plus 1, that is minus 3. 2 আছে এখানে, so minus 3 divided by 2. Getting my point? So this is the answer. Okay. So which option is correct? So option A is the correct answer. Okay. Same problem PSC 2015. What is given here? It is given that alpha beta are vectors such that alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to 0. What is given here? It is given that alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to 0. And it is given that modulus alpha is equal to 7, modulus beta is equal to 4, and modulus gamma is equal to 5. Previous problem কি দেওয়া ছিল? Alpha beta are unit vector, that is modulus alpha is equal to 1, modulus beta is equal to 1, modulus gamma is equal to 1. So just value গুলো চেঞ্জ করে দেওয়া আছে, 7, 4 and 5 দেওয়া আছে। ঠিক, সো সেম ভাবে প্রসিড করব। প্রিভিয়াস এক্সামে আমি কি করেছি? just squaring both sides. So just এখানে সেম কনসেপ্ট অ্যাপ্লাই। So alpha plus beta plus gamma, alpha plus beta plus gamma squared is equal to 0. So this implies that is modulus alpha squared A plus B plus C squared plus modulus B squared plus modulus C squared plus 2 into AB plus BC plus CA. Okay, is equal to 0. So alpha, that is what is given, that is 7. 7 square, 7 square, that is 49, plus modulus beta, that is 4 square, 16, plus 5 square, that is 25, plus 2 into alpha dot beta plus beta dot gamma plus gamma dot alpha, that equal to 0. Okay. So this, so 2 into alpha dot beta plus beta dot gamma plus gamma dot alpha, so that equal to minus 90. Okay, 49 plus 16 plus 25, that is 90, so that is minus 90. So this implies alpha dot beta plus beta dot gamma plus gamma dot alpha, so that will be minus 45. So option C is the correct answer. Okay, so option C is correct. So it is a very, very important problem. This question asks in PSC exam 2015. Okay. Okay. So next example. So here it is given that A and B are two unit vectors. That is modulus A is 1 and modulus B is 1. Okay. So what is given here? What is given? Given that modulus A is the unit vector, that is 1, B is also unit vector, such that A plus 2B and 5A minus 4B are perpendicular to each other. That means here it is given that A plus 2B, this is perpendicular to 5A minus 4B. Okay. So A is perpendicular to B, that means A dot B is equal to 0. So therefore we conclude that A plus 2B dot 5A minus 4B, so that equal to 0. Okay. So this implies 25. A dot 5A, that is 5A dot A, that is modulus A square. Okay. Okay, minus 5 minus 4 A dot B plus 10 B dot A minus 8 B dot B, that means modulus B square is equal to 0. Okay. So it is given that A and B are unit vectors. That means modulus A is equal to 1. B is also unit vectors. That is modulus B is 1. So that is 5 minus 4AB plus 10 A dot B and B dot A is same. So plus 6A dot B. Okay. So that minus 8 is equal to 0. So this implies 6A dot B, that is 5 minus 8 minus 3, so that is 3. So what do we get? So you get A dot B is 1 by 2. So we have to find the angle between A and B. Okay. So now we know that what is cos theta? Cos theta is A dot B divided by modulus A into modulus B, right? So this implies cos theta A dot B is 1 by 2. Modulus A is unit vector, that is modulus A is 1. Modulus B is also 1 because A and B are unit vectors. So cos theta is equal to 1 by 2. So this implies theta is equal to 60 degrees. So what is the angle between A and B? So the angle between A and B is 60 degrees. So which option is correct? So option B is the correct answer. Okay. I think points are clear. So আমরা আজকে basically what is scalar product or dot product discuss করলাম এবং এই রিলেটেড প্রিভিয়াস এর প্রবলেম গুলো পিএসসি এবং এসএসসি কিরকম থাকে সেগুলো আমি ডিসকাস করে দিয়েছি। ওকে, সো এটুকু খুব ভালো করে প্রবলেম গুলো সলভ করবে। ওকে, সো থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ, বাই।